Greetings, friends. Jason here for AxodysFC. It's been a little while. Between the early sunsets, now that we're in post-daylight savings time, and because it's like not quite 4 and it's already setting, and just some bad weather this week and not much happening on. I have just ended up taking a few more days break than I would have expected to. But I'm back today. There are a few games and players to talk about, and so let's get to it. Probably the most significant one I'd have to say would be Argentina and Uruguay, and of course the significance of that is that Bentancur, who's going to get his first international action since coming back from injury, and also his first chance playing for Marcelo Bielsa, who is the new Uruguay coach, and and I'm kind of excited to see what he can do with them. He did a great job at Leeds while he was there, and just a unique coach that plays aggressive pressing style, and just a real interesting manager. Anyway, the good news was I didn't watch the game, but looking at the stats and recaps and a few highlights, and the good news is Bentancur did not actually start. He was a substitution at the 60-minute mark, and so good to see that he's still being eased back into regular playing, and he had a good impact. He had a significant tackle on Messi, and it immediately, after turning him over, it was immediately converted into a really nice kind of counter attack, pretty direct actually, just right up the middle, and Darwin Núñez finished it off nicely. And so they ended up winning 2-0. And on a cool note, Bentancur got Messi's jersey, and actually he got Romero's shorts. So, cool to get that recognition from a great and his teammate. And anyway, very encouraging to see that. He's doing well and not being rushed back, and it's an interesting scenario. We're very much have to be looking at what our midfield is going to be for the Aston Villa game, and some people have said that Bentancur should go in the Maddison spot, but I feel like we're just not at the point where we can just rush him back to the starting lineup, even no matter how much we need him now. Long term, it's just crazy to me that you would expect him to. I mean, I'm sure he would, in a heartbeat, do it if you let him, but it's just not a smart player management situation, regardless of our need. So I'm very interested to see how that plays out. The other thing too is really the way Ange Postecoglou teams play. Starters really shouldn't go more than 60 or 70 minutes anyway, and so a guy coming off injury, until you've had a lot of time, it seems like 30 minutes is the most you can reasonably subject their body to, and to me he seems more like, for the next month at least, he should be a it's like a second half substitute kind of situation, rather than if you're going to start him, 45 minutes tops. I don't know. I'm curious to see what the actual doctors and physios feelings are, but that's just kind of my feeling on on the way to ease someone back who's been out for so long. And yeah, you just do not want to rush it. And in terms of other alternatives, obviously Højbjerg I expect to start for Basuma, and so I really hope Lo Celso gets his shot, in that Madison role, because I thought he looked pretty good, doing some good things in that game against our opponent that beat us, that we almost won. And yeah, who was that? I'm racking my brain. I'm old man Jason. Yeah, so who did we play in that game? That was our game against yeah, it was on the road. Wolves, of course, Wolves on the road at the Molyneux. Yeah, so anyway, my choice is Lo Celso. I do not want to see Sarr in that 10 spot again. I think he's been great in that box-to-box role, and I don't think there's any reason at this juncture in his career to move him around further. And it's better to just stick with what's working great. That's more of a long-term thing, but does he really have the offensive capabilities at this level? Yeah, mostly unclear, I would say. Probably not, in fact. So anyway, yeah, that would be my preference, or potentially Brian Hill. So beyond that, any other games of note that happened? Let's see. Today, England beat Malta 2-0. Harry Kane had a goal, and it was an own goal, I think was the other one. Yeah, I wouldn't expect Malta to give England any trouble. Yeah, so overall, that's pretty much all I've got for today. So thanks for tuning in, as always. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these. And more to come this weekend, of course. I've got the next 9 days off, so no excuses for no videos. So remember, to dare is to do.